And we're live.
Hi.
Okay. We are back. And our goal is to answer
45 minutes.
I was talking.
I'm sorry.
I'm Darby.
I'm Kenzie.
And I'm Brooke.
And this is called You've Got Questions.
We've got answers.
Way to
I
go.
stole your line.
I love it.
So the format is you put your questions in the chat. We're going to answer questions on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And I'm going to read the questions, and Brooke's going to answer the questions, and Mackenzie's going to answer a couple questions. And it's going to be a big party.
Sprinkling.
A couple of things while we wait for questions.
Yeah.
This is how it works. What does it say? Ask a question in the chat.
Yeah.
We'll try to answer. Take about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And if you have any friends or family that would enjoy this, feel free to tag them in this or share this live with them.
And let's just right out of the gate give a quick reminder. So today is the priority deadline. And so in the next 45 minutes, in order to continue your education with BYU Idaho or Ensign College, you have to start your application in the next 45 minutes. And if you want to start Pathway Connect through BYU-Pathway, ideally you will start your application tonight to be guaranteed a spot. We'll still try to get you in for the April semester if you apply later, but tonight's going to be your best bet.
Yep.
Okay, classes start April 22nd.
Yes.
Wow.
So soon.
That is very in unison. I like
We're
it. We have a shout out from Argentina.
Hi.
There you go. We've
Love
got a couple different shout outs. We'd love to hear where people are from. Good evening. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so this is how it's going to work now that we've got people here. You're going to put a question in the chat. And it's going to take a few minutes to answer your question. We'll try not to talk too fast. I know that we can get a little excited. You can share this link with somebody. You can tag them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Let them know. If you want to rewatch this, you are going to be able to see that on Facebook or YouTube, the easiest. We would love to help you. Put your question in the chat. We'll do our best to answer. We do not know everything. Brooke knows 95% of it.
A lot.
But every once in a while we stump her. So we work in marketing. So we do not have every question, but
we will do our best.
this seems like it might be, okay, I'm not sure if you're saying you have an ecclesiastical endorsement issue or question. Can you give us a little more information so we can try to help you?
Yeah.
Okay, so in priority enrollment deadline, Mackenzie, why don't you take that? Just kind of tell us what the deal is.
Yeah, so today is the priority deadline, which means for BYU Idaho and Ensign College, if you're going on to pursue your online degree, you have to have your application started tonight in order to start classes April 22nd. If you miss the deadline, that's now in 42 minutes. You will not, I'm telethoning hardcore. You will not be able to start classes until September. So especially if you're going on to online degree, make sure you start your application. It really should only take like 5 minutes just to get it started.
Yeah, you don't
and
have
then
to
you can finish it
later.
another night. Yeah.
Yep.
For BYU Pathway, if you're planning to start Pathway Connect on April 22nd, ideally you'll start your application tonight to guarantee your spot. If you apply in the next few days for BYU Pathway to start Pathway Connect, we'll still try to get you in, but it's not guaranteed.
Yep. And if you're wondering, like, where do I go? What do I do? You're going to visit byupathway.edu. And in the upper right-hand corner, there's going to be a gold button that says apply for free. If you click on that button, it will take you to our admissions page, and you can learn a little bit more about BYU Pathway and make sure that this is the right decision for you. It's a great opportunity to learn more, and we would love to help you get started. If you started Pathway Connect but never finished, you can go to returningstudents.byupathway.edu to come back, and we would love to have you.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of just put a follow-up here. Can I get some help? Bishop said he can help me on Thursday. Can you guys help me start it? So we just kind of need to know what you need to get started. Can you give us a little more information about where you're stuck so that we can kind of know where to point you? There's a lot of different things or places that somebody could kind of be stuck.
Yep.
So we want to make sure we
Good news with this though is that if they're already to this point, they've started their application, right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I would think.
It says, can you help me start? So
okay. So not sure. Let us know a little bit more here. Next question says, good morning. My BYU Idaho portal is on hold and can't even register for my course. And I did pay for my past step, but it's still on hold.
Okay. Sorry that that's happening. That's really frustrating. I would say if it's still showing you on hold, How long ago did you pay the past due debt? Sometimes it takes a couple of days for the system to update properly and to have that going. So hopefully that will be resolved soon. But you can send us a direct message with your student ID number, any screenshots that you may have, and we can go ahead and get that escalated. So we're sorry you're experiencing that. We want to help you get that unstuck. So one, I would say if you haven't already reached out to your mentor, that's a great avenue to start with. Your mentor is another BYU Pathway student, typically a little bit further in the degree process than you are, and is another great resource for help.
Awesome.
But send us a direct message.
Thanks, guys. You're killing it. Okay. So I haven't started my application yet. Can you help me start it? This is for Pathway Connect.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, there's a little extra time with Pathway Connect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit more about where you're stuck? Are you just stuck on being able to like sign into your church account, or have you been able to do that? And just give us a little more information. We're going to try to help out here. Okay. Here we go. I've heard that after 2 years taking Pathway Connect, you can transfer to BYU Hawaii. Can you tell us a little bit about that relationship with BYU Hawaii, Brett?
Yeah. So BYU Hawaii is designed to serve students that are from Oceania and the Pacific Rim. So that's the Pacific Islands, the Philippines, Asia North. And so if you are from one of those areas, after completing Pathway Connect, there is a preferred admission to BYU Hawaii and the iWork scholarship. So if you are from one of those areas, there is the opportunity to make that transition from BYU Pathway to BYU Hawaii.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. So I do have a church account.
Yep.
Okay.
So if you go to byupathway.edu and in the upper right-hand corner, click on a gold button that says apply for free. That will take you to our admissions page. Once you're on the admissions page, you'll be able to click a button that's teal or sort of a light blue, greenish, and it says apply now. I'm trying to describe teal. How do you describe teal? Color is subjective.
Maybe just tell them what the button says. That way they'll find it.
Darby's going to show you the button.
So here is
better.
our homepage. This is where you're going to click apply for free. And then you're going to scroll down.
Find that teal button.
So, it's gold now.
Oh,
It's teal
it's
writing.
gold.
Well, we always want to be just shaking things up a little bit. It's going to bring
But
this
it says
pop-up.
apply now.
This pop-up button, and it's going to say begin application, and that's going to take you to your church account. You're going to log in. If you have a church account already set up, it's going to be very easy to get that application started.
Yeah.
You enter some information about yourself, but that will start your application. Okay. Yeah. Hopefully that was helpful. Okay. Awesome. We're going to stop sharing that screen, and we're going to go on to our next set of questions.
Great.
Okay. Perfect. Says thank you so much. You are so welcome. That's why we do this. We are here to answer questions.
Yes.
We are.
Yeah, we are. Okay. It's also almost midnight our time,
Well,
so
fun.
we're going to be a little bit silly. How long should it take to earn a certificate?
So it takes about a year to earn that certificate. It's 15 credits. And so depending on how quickly you take those credits, oftentimes we see people take those 15 credits over 2 or 3 semesters. Because most of the credits do require some prerequisites or classes that need to be taken in a specific order.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. When is the enrollment? Okay. Kens, take it away.
So the enrollment deadline is today, April 2nd, in, I don't know, what's the math?
36
on that?
minutes.
36 minutes. So
36 minutes. And who does, there's kind of 2 different things going on there,
Yep.
right? Let's talk
Yeah.
about Pathway Connect and then.
Okay, so if you're going on to get your online degree with BYU-Idaho or Ensign College, you need to start your application tonight in the next 36 minutes. So if you don't, you'll miss the opportunity to start classes on April 22nd, and you'll have to wait till September. You don't have to go through the entire application, just start it so that you have your timestamp today, and then you can worry about the rest later.
Yep.
For Pathway Connect, if you're applying to BYU Pathway to start Pathway Connect, ideally you'll get your application in the next 36 minutes to have your spot guaranteed. If you start it in the next couple of days, we'll try to get you in, but it's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
But for online degree, it's a hard and fast deadline. It has to be tonight.
With Pathway Connect, we will let you in just as long as we possibly can.
Yes.
So we will do our best to accommodate you this semester. So keep applying. It's free to apply. We want to help you.
Awesome. Now we had a thank you You're
Great.
welcome. We're glad we were able to help. And yep, you apply for free up there in the
Mhm.
right-hand corner.
Yep.
Okay, so so in which email do I send the student ID to you guys? Oh yeah, so if you have a question that's a little more challenging
Mhm.
that you need to ask us, we're not able to answer.
Mhm.
You can actually the best way to do this is to go to either Facebook or Instagram and send us a direct message.
Yep.
That goes to our team. And they will be able to take those. And if they need to create a ticket for you to help you get through an issue, and they just have a lot of knowledge, so they
Mhm.
can help you kind of work through the problems
Yep.
that you might be having. If you don't know how to do that, give us a shout out. Brooke, where do we do that on Facebook?
So on Facebook, if you are on your phone, there's going to be a blue button that says message. If you click there, it will take you to send a direct message to BYU Pathway. And then if you're on Instagram, again, on our profile, there's going to be a blue button that says message. Send us a message there and a member of our team will be able to help. So as much information as you can share. So your name, your email, your student ID information, that will allow students to be able to escalate and create a ticket for you.
Okay, we're going to do a quick walkthrough on how to, oh, I need to hide that question real quick. How to go ahead and enroll again.
So you're going to go to byupathway.edu. In the upper right-hand corner, there's a button that says apply for free. When you click on that, you'll go to our admissions page. You'll scroll down to another gold button that says apply now. When you click on apply now, you'll either select begin application because you're a new student or returning student form. So you'll click either one of those. When you click on begin application, it will take you to a sign-on window. And that is for your church account. So if you have a church account that you use to pay tithing or make appointments to go to the temple or work on your calling, it's that same username that you use for your church account.
Mm-hmm.
If you do not have a church account or you don't remember it, you can create one for free. And if you need help where you think, I think I have a church account, but I'm not sure, you can go to account.churchofjesuschrist.org/recovery. And there is a whole team that will help you recover your church account information.
And I couldn't pull that up fast enough, but I think we did work through that. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I know. Okay, we're going to keep going here. We have some from Instagram. So we talked about when the enrollment is. And hey, I'm from the Philippines and I want to apply for BYU-Pathway.
Great.
Awesome.
Great. We hope that walkthrough we just did was helpful, but you'll just go to byupathway.edu to get started.
Perfect. Okay. If I can already see the tuition discount and I'm ready to pay, that means I'm ready to pay and start by April 22nd, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can only see that Hebrew J Grant tuition discount after you've already enrolled. So you've accepted your offer of admission and you're ready to start. So we're super excited to have you.
Perfect. Okay. What are the requirements for applying to BYU Pathway?
Great question.
Hands, take it.
All right. So if you're 16 or 17 and want to start BYU Pathway, you must have a GED or a high school diploma. And
some places it's called secondary school, right?
Okay.
Yep.
Or the
Yeah.
secondaries. Yeah. Some kind of documentation that you've completed that secondary school.
Mhm.
And then there are no standard test scores that you have to submit. You just have to apply the same way that we showed you just now. And as long as you have an intermediate level of English, you can start in 188 countries, wherever the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is established. If you are 18 and older, there are no GED or high school diploma requirements, no standard testing requirements. You just go onto our website, apply for free, and yeah, that's it.
And if English is not your primary language or your first language, you'll take a free English language assessment as part of the application. And we do that because we want to make sure that you have a really good understanding of the English language so that you can be successful in university.
Awesome. Okay, and we had just another one that says, thanks, I can go to sleep now. So we're glad that we're glad that we're able to answer your questions. Okay, we have, I think, a tuition question here.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm going to pull up a URL for you.
Great. So BYU Pathway Worldwide is not free. There is tuition required. So byupathway.edu/tuition. So tuition is different based on where you live. So you'll go to this URL, byupathway.edu/tuition. And that's where you can put whatever country you're living in to see what the tuition rate is in that country. And the cool thing about Pathway Connect and BYU Pathway is if you complete Pathway Connect and you go on to BYU Idaho or Ensign College online, that tuition price is going to stay with you. So whatever the Pathway Connect tuition rate is what you will pay as an online degree student.
Fabulous. Okay.
Fabulous.
Our friend who was working on their degree, you'll be able to log in. Awesome.
Good.
Start entering
Cool.
your information. And that starts your application.
30 minutes.
Kenzie's going to be our time check.
I just want you guys to get in.
Okay. Can I enroll for the degree level via BYU Pathway before Pathway Connect? Okay. So let's talk about some of the benefits of Pathway Connect and why, and kind of like the pros and cons. You guys want to debate it?
Yeah, sure. Do you
Maybe you just want to chat?
We're
I'll
ready.
debate all night.
Ready.
I can go through
Sure.
some of the pros and then
Yeah, we
I
can
don't
talk
know.
through different options. Go
Yeah,
for it.
let's just start talking about it. Okay, so Pathway Connect, number one, it qualifies you for discounted tuition. So depending on where you live, you'll have a lower rate than you would if you were just going directly into an online degree program. Another advantage to going through Pathway Connect is if you haven't started a degree ever, or if it's been a while since you've been pursuing a degree, or if you've never taken an online class, Pathway Connect gives you great preparation to start your online degree. So it'll start building skills that you'll need to be successful throughout earning your degree.
Yeah.
What else? What do you want to?
One of the other things I really like about Pathway Connect is that you have a cohort. You have your gathering group. And so there's a really great sense of community, a group that you can really lean on. That's part of what I love about Pathway Connect. If you are interested in doing the online certificate or degree, typically what we say is that is for students who have previous university experience. They primarily have U.S. accredited university experience, because what we found is that the U.S. education system is quite different from a lot of places. And so we want to make sure that you are prepared to be successful and to have a great experience. The other thing that's different if you start with BYU Idaho or Ensign College directly is that it's more money. So like we said, tuition it varies based on where you live. But if you start with BYU Idaho or Ensign College online directly, it's the same price no matter where you live. And it's $139 US a credit. And so what we have found is most students are better poised to start with Pathway Connect. So it is an option, but we recommend starting with Pathway Connect.
Okay, for those of you who are just joining, I'm going to take 1 minute here. I'm going to say, hi, I'm Darby.
I'm Kenzie.
And I'm Brooke.
This is called You've Got Questions, Brooke's Got Answers, where I read questions and Mackenzie and Brooke answer the questions. So this is how it works. Put your question in the chat. We will try to answer every one of your questions.
Thumbs up.
We don't know everyone, but Brooke knows about 98% of them. And if you stump her, we will try to find an answer. Okay, so a couple things. You're gonna put your question in the chat. We're gonna answer them. It can take a couple of minutes. Today is the priority deadline, which means if you're starting Pathway Connect, it's the best day to start so we can secure your spot. If you are entering BYU Idaho or Ensign College, that you have to start your application in the next
26 minutes.
26
That's fast
minutes.
now.
You don't have to finish it. And that's the important thing to know. You don't have to finish that application. You just need to get it started. And then you have a couple of weeks to finish it and get that ecclesiastical endorsement. But if you don't start it before midnight Mountain Daylight Time, UTC -6, then you will have to wait until the fall. And so if you're on the fence, if you're thinking, September, if you're thinking about it, go ahead and do it. We'll try to answer any questions you have in the next
26 minutes.
26 minutes. Okay, so we do have a couple of great questions here.
Love it.
I'm going to jump over. We have some on Instagram that says, hey, I'd like to learn a little bit more about, BYU Idaho, BYU Pathway. Where can I find more information? Is this a Christian organization?
Yeah.
Brooke, take it away.
Love it. Yes, BYU Pathway and the church education system is part of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We are Christians, and we believe in the Savior Jesus Christ. And we love education and want to help people receive university degrees. So BYU Pathway is located, our headquarters are in Salt Lake City, but we have in Utah in the United States, but we have students from 188 countries. Last year, we helped 65,000 students worldwide start or finish their degree. So we want to help you do that. So byupathway.edu is our website. So again, that's byupathway.edu. That's where you can go to learn a little bit more about the university. But if you have specific questions, we would love to help.
Yep. We had a thanks. Hey, we're happy to help. We are here to help. That's the whole reason we do these lives.
Yep.
Is try to answer. Now we do have lives that we do typically in the middle of the week on Wednesday in Spanish. Can you give us a little shout out for those?
Cada miércoles tenemos una sesión informativa en español donde puedes asistir para aprender más de BYU-Pathway en español.
Love it. Okay, perfect. Can I do cybersecurity online?
So we do have 2 degrees in technology. One is in information technology and one is in web development. So it's not necessarily specific to cybersecurity, but if you go to byupathway.edu/degrees/program list, you're going to be able to see all of the classes that you're going to take related to that information technology and web programming degree. And I want to say that some of them are related to cybersecurity, but it's not specific, all of your courses on that. It's more broad or general.
Okay. Hey, I'm trying to register for BYU Pathway courses, but it's not working and not showing up on the student portal.
Okay.
I'm not sure. We might need some screenshots.
Yep.
And your student ID, because that might be, you might have stumped Brooke.
So,
as smart as she is, she does not have all the tech tools.
I don't have all the tech tools.
So we're not sure. Can you give us any more information?
Yes. So are you registering for Pathway Connect 103? Are you trying to do your first, because during Pathway Connect 103, you will have the opportunity to take your first certificate or degree course. But are you trying to log in and register for BYU Idaho or Ensign College Online? Can you give us a little more information?
Awesome. Okay. Hey, I applied for Heber J. Grant
Awesome.
Tuition discount, and my mom did as well. She says in California, there's something called the Hope Scholarship.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know much about the Hope Scholarship.
I do.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it is a scholarship that's specific to the North America West area. And so there's private donors, and in California, it's specific to students that are of Hispanic or Polynesian descent. So if you're Tongan, Samoan, Marshallese, or from Latin America, this scholarship is for you. So you can send us a direct message. We're happy to provide some additional information, but it's a private scholarship that's outside of BYU Pathway, but it is used, but BYU Pathway students can take advantage of it in California.
I believe in Texas as well, right?
I don't know if there's different pockets.
I think Texas as well.
Yeah.
We were talking about that in Houston.
Yep. And so what that is it's a tuition discount that will help you pay for your first certificate.
Fabulous. Okay. I'm in Arizona, so this isn't about Hope Scholarship, but this is just about, I don't think so.
I think it might be.
Okay. They might have been connected.
Yeah. So there are different pockets of the Southwestern United States that the Hope Scholarship is available in. So send us a direct message and we'll get you connected with the right folks.
Okay. Oops. Okay. Awesome. We're going to pull up our next question here. We just had a shout out. Thank you, sisters.
You're welcome.
That's why we're here. We love it. Okay. Can you provide information on tuition payment methods specifically? I would like to know if the payment is made once or per semester.
Great question.
Okay.
So tuition for Pathway Connect is due every term, and for BYU, Idaho, and Ensign College Online as well. So you're going to pay tuition every semester. There's not like a lump sum that's due at the beginning or at the end. During Pathway Connect, you have the option to pay your tuition throughout the term, but it has to be paid in full before you can register for the next term. So you will need to do that, but you've got a little bit of time. Once you transition to BYU, Idaho, and Ensign College Online, that tuition is due the first day of classes.
Awesome. Okay, so if you are just joining us, this is how the lives work. We I read the questions dramatically and Brooke answers them, and Mackenzie
great.
helps.
We could use more drama.
We could use I should be a little more dramatic
Yeah, you
in the
should.
asking. I'm Darby, Kenzie, Brooke. We are all here. We work for BYU-Pathway here in Utah in the marketing department. We don't know every answer, but we've heard a lot of them.
Yeah.
And we are happy to help. I wanted to ask a question about the 3-year degree.
Love it.
Okay, what is it? Just like
That's
just a big question.
We're like, we're ready.
Yeah,
We're ready.
It was.
Do you want to start?
Sure. So the 3-year degree is new. It's going to be available starting this month, April 2024. It offers you the ability to complete your bachelor's degree in as little as 3 years. So all of our degrees are 90 to 106 credits, just depending on which degree you're pursuing.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're taking about 2 classes per block or semester, you will likely end up in that window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, per term. You'll likely be within that window to graduate with your bachelor's degree in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It saves you time, it saves you money. So basically what we've done is we've cut out your 30 elective credits. So you'll still have your certificate classes, you'll still have your general education and your religion credits. You just don't have to worry about those electives. It is fully accredited.
Mm-hmm.
We talked with lots of employers as we did research, and it was not a hindrance at all. Your degree won't look different. Your bachelor's degree won't say that you earned it online or that it was only 90 credits. It'll be just the same as any of our degrees.
Yep.
So it's kind of the rundown.
It's a great opportunity for students to be able to finish faster and really get into the workforce.
Yeah.
Bring up your energy.
We're ready.
Okay, so
we got 18 minutes.
To be fair, it is almost midnight here in the United States, in Utah. And so their energy is a little low. I'm still high energy.
You are so high energy.
Okay, so somebody who was formerly a student had to take a break. Let's talk about how do they come back, Brooke?
Yep. So you're going to go to returningstudents.byupathway.edu. And that's where you can say, hey, I'm ready to start again. I want to finish Pathway Connect. We would love to have you back. You can absolutely start again. If you are pleased with the grade that you got in Pathway Connect 101 and 102 or 103, like you can pick up where you left off. So as long as you're pleased with your grades, if you feel like, hey, I want to take this class again, you can start over at Pathway Connect 101. But if you are comfortable with the grade that you received, you don't have to start over.
Okay, great. Okay, we have studying in-person questions. So let's kind of talk about the difference.
Yeah. So BYU Pathway is designed to help students earn a degree exactly where they live. So it is not designed to help students go to campus. So if you are interested in becoming a campus student, you'll need to work with that university to understand what your options are, what the requirements are to attend. So you'll want to work with that individual. Someone she got the giggles.
Sorry, it's late.
So you'll want to work with that individual university, and we would love to try to help you. But we're not experts in that, so you're going to need to reach out to that university that you're interested in becoming a campus student at.
Awesome. Hey, if you're just joining us, we've got about
17 minutes.
17 minutes till
the priority deadline.
So the priority deadline. Yeah. So the biggest impact there is if you're ready to start with BYU Idaho or Ensign College, you need to get that started. You don't have to finish it by tonight, but you just need to get it started, and then you have a couple of weeks. Classes don't start till April 22nd. So if you're right in that on the fence and you have a question, let us know, or go ahead and get it started, and then you'll have a couple of weeks to reach out and do your ecclesiastical endorsement and finish up your application.
Yep.
Okay, so that's the biggest thing is tonight. So if you have questions, put them in the chat. We've got another 15 minutes. We're going to answer questions. And then we'll come back live again as we get closer to the 22nd and be able to answer more questions.
Yep.
Okay, so let me see here. What's next? I want to
maybe we should talk scholarships.
Yeah, let's talk scholarships. We've got 2. I'm going to put the screen up here. Mackenzie, do you want to do Heber J. Grant or do you want to do missionary?
I'll do Heber J. Grant.
Okay, take it away.
So after you've applied and you've either been admitted to either the online degree program or Pathway Connect, you'll go into your student portal and there will be a module in there for you to take. It's about 30 to 45 minutes. You'll go through some information about Heber J. Grant, and then you'll answer.
Heber J. Grant was the president of the church.
Yeah,
in like
that's
the
worth
early
mentioning,
1900s.
Yeah. And just had some really great views on frugality. He was a very frugal man. So anyway, you'll do some research, or you'll learn about him. You'll answer some questions about your financial need. And then based on your answers, you'll be awarded either a 10, 25, or 50% tuition discount.
Okay.
And that's good for a couple of years. Every couple of years, we'll have you redo that just to see if anything's changed. And if there's been any significant changes in your finances or your ability to pay for your tuition, you can also talk with your mentor about what options are available and how we might be able to help with that.
Perfect. Let's talk about the missionary tuition discount.
You love it. Okay. So this is for anyone who has recently returned home from a full-time mission. If you are a sort of a young full-time missionary, it's a great opportunity to receive 25% off. And this tuition discount can stack with the Heber J. Grant tuition discount. So that's 35 to 75% off. And one thing with the Heber J. Grant tuition discount I forgot to mention is, sometimes people think, well, I don't know that I really need it. I don't want to take away from anyone. You're not taking away from anyone. The Heber J. Grant tuition discount is available for all students. If you come back, you can get the Heber J. Grant tuition discount again. Yep. Absolutely. It is a great option. And if you've recently served a full-time mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, that is going to be tied to your church account, that information. And so that tuition discount should be automatically applied. And it's good for 5 years from the day you return home. So I love a good example. So if you got home a year ago and you're like, okay, I'm ready to enroll, 4 years left.
Give me another one.
Let's say you returned home 6 months ago.
4.5.
4.5 years.
4.5. Yes, love it.
Yeah, we're just practicing our math skills at this point. You get it.
Yes. So
So
it's good for 5 years from the day you return home. It can be used during your time in Pathway Connect or as an online certificate and degree student.
We're glad we could help.
Yay.
That's why we're here. Okay, so we've got another 10 minutes to answer any more questions that pop up. I think we might have, we had one from Instagram that I wanted to come back to.
Perfect.
Okay, here we go. Good morning. I already have a degree in biomedicine and learned English about a year ago. Can I use my English to study through BYU-Pathway? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the really cool things about BYU-Pathway is it doesn't matter if you already have a degree.
Yeah. A lot
Some
of our students
universities
actually have one.
Yeah. Some universities it does matter.
Yeah.
But we're like, the more education, the better.
Yep.
Yep.
So absolutely. So you'll just go to byupathway.edu in the upper right-hand corner. If you'll click apply for free, you'll be able to get that started.
Okay. We have, hey, I just finished my exam. I'm assuming English exam, and my answers were deleted.
That's awful.
Have you seen that before?
I haven't.
Okay. What do we recommend?
Can you send us a direct message if you have a screenshot of any of that, and can you let us know? That's really a bummer. I'm so sorry. I haven't heard of that happening before. I wonder, did your internet cut out, or
was the page refreshed somehow?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
that's frustrating.
That's really hard.
Okay, so real quick, it's the priority enrollment deadline. That means if you are going to BYU Idaho or Ensign College and working on that application, you need to start that tonight. How long, Mackenzie?
It's 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
12 minutes. Ask your questions in the chat. We're going to try to hit everybody's question. Again, if we ask you for a little more information, it's just because we don't know.
Yeah.
There's a couple different things that could be happening. We'll try to point you in the right direction. I wish we knew the answers to every question.
I know.
But
we know a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just to reiterate, you don't have to finish your application tonight. Just get it started.
Yeah.
It'll only take a few minutes, and then you can finish over the next couple of weeks. You just want to get it started.
Yeah.
Just want to get it started. Okay, yeah, because classes start the 22nd.
April
They just need to
22nd.
have that finished before then.
Yes.
Is it like the
Mhm.
Friday before BYU Idaho?
For BYU Idaho, yeah. So you have to have your application finished for BYU Idaho. I want to say it's 3 to 4 days before the term
So
starts.
it's going to be before the weekend.
Yeah, before that weekend. So the Friday before April 22nd is when I want to say it's the 17th 18th, 19th?
That's when you have
I
to have
can't
it
remember.
submitted, or you're
That's when
accept
it,
your offer.
Yep, that's when you need to have it submitted and accept your offer.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's talk. So we're hoping we can get a little more information to help out here. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about how about 3-year degree?
Yeah.
3-year degree is one that we always get asked about a lot.
Yeah.
So
It's new and
what's
exciting.
the deal with the 3-year degree?
Love it. The best thing to do is go to byupathway.edu/degree-in-3, which is on the screen. And that's going to give you a really great overview of BYU Pathway and of the 3-year degree program. Essentially, what the 3-year degree program does is it is a U.S. accredited degree that eliminates electives. So it allows you to finish faster and more affordably, which who doesn't love that? So any student who starts this term is already part of the 3-year degree program. So that's going to be the default. Anyone who maybe has started Pathway Connect sooner, they can apply to switch to the 3-year degree. In most instances, it's going to be a great option, but there may be some students where, you know what, you're better off sticking with the traditional 120 credit degree. Oftentimes that might be because you have an older catalog year, and so the requirements for your degree have adjusted. Or if you've taken all of your electives already anyways, or you were transferring in a lot of degrees. I can't help myself with the examples.
More examples.
But if you go to byupathway.edu/degree-in-3, is where you can go to get a lot of those questions answered. But if you have any specifics, we're happy to try to get those answered for you.
And if you're a current student needing to get evaluation to see if degree in 3 is the best option for you, reach out to your mentor. They'll send you a link to the form, and then an advisor will get in touch with you to talk through options.
Fabulous. Well, I think our questions have kind of finished up.
Okay.
So we might
9 minutes.
We might be done.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and wrap up. If you have any more questions, you can put those in the chat, and our team will answer those. And we'll be back as we get closer to classes starting.
Yeah.
And we'll answer a lot more questions. We'll share some stuff about graduation that's happening next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
that's
it.
very in unison, you two.
Well, we're excited about graduation.
What's not to love about
I
graduating?
know, it's so exciting.
All right.
I love
Bye,
it.
everyone.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks for joining us. See ya.